Swedish student staged a one-woman protest on board a plane to prevent the deportation of an asylum seeker to Afghanistan. You're watching What's Trending, I'm Shira Lazar. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more social media news daily. Ellen Ersson bought a ticket for the flight from Gothenburg to Istanbul after learning that a young Afghan was due to be deported on it. Now, according to The Guardian, that young asylum seeker was not on the plane. However, another Afghan man in his 50s was on board to be deported. Ersson refused to take her seat until the man had been removed from the plane.
And there's a person getting deported to Afghanistan. Please don't take my phone, don't touch my phone. And the people here working are trying to take my phone away from me just because the person is going to get deported to Afghanistan where there's more and he's going to get killed.
You can hear in the video other passengers yell at her to sit down so that the plane can take off, but she refuses to give in.
But I don't want a man's life to be taken away just because you don't want to miss your flight.
Can you please turn it off first of all? Because now you are an unruly passenger. You are not doing what you have to do on board.
Ersson reiterates throughout the video that she believed the man would not be safe if he was sent back to Afghanistan, and that potentially saving his life was worth inconveniencing the passengers.
So as the flight attendant said, the 52-year-old man will go out of the plane, and so will I as soon as I see him out.
Eventually, the pilot decides that the asylum seeker will be removed from the plane, and it's an emotional moment as other passengers break into applause and Ersson herself begins to cry.
They're taking his bags out, so I'm just waiting for the flight attendant to make me say that it's okay for me to go out the back of the plane to go out.
Bravo.
Ersson says that she was emboldened knowing that other passengers were supporting her. A football team at the back of the plane also stood up, and another man from Turkey stood up and said he was with her. This story is crazy and inspires me that there's still humanity out there in this crazy world. But despite the successful mission, the Swedish Prison and Probation Service says that once arrangements are made, the man on the plane and the young Afghan that Ersson thought would be there would still be deported. But Ersson hopes that her protest will inspire others to push Swedish immigration laws to be changed. She told The Guardian, people there are not sure of any safety. They don't know if they're going to live another day. As I've been working and meeting people from Afghanistan and heard their stories, I've been more and more in the belief that no one should be deported to Afghanistan because it's not a safe place. The way that we are treating refugees right now, I think that we can do better, especially in a rich country like Sweden. Handling increased migration has been a controversial subject throughout much of Europe in recent years, as millions are fleeing areas in Africa and the Middle East due to violence and harsh economic conditions. As a result, migrant communities have faced backlash, and far-right politicians and laws have made gains throughout Europe, including in Sweden. In fact, the anti-immigration far-right Sweden Democrats hope to make big gains in the September elections. Now, they may be called Sweden Democrats, but the party has roots in Scandinavia's neo-Nazi movement, though they've obviously tried to distance themselves from that. Ersson hopes that her activism can stop this push towards nationalism. She says, I hope that people start questioning how their country treats refugees. We need to start seeing the people whose lives our immigration policies are destroying. Ersson still might face legal consequences, as passengers on a plane are required by law to follow a pilot's orders. But it seems unlikely since the whole situation was resolved in under 30 minutes and a lot of people are praising her actions. British Parliament member Caroline Lucas called her a true hero and said, if ever you think one person can't make a difference, then watch this. Dean Harris wrote, Ellen Ersson is an example of the power that we all have. The British man who tried to steal her phone is an example of the bootlicking shitheads that people like her have to suffer day to day. So much love for this woman and the bravery she displayed. Yes, I'm a big fan. We need more people like her around. And yes, hopefully this inspires each of us that we can each do something. If we see something, if we're witnessing something and we don't agree with it, take action. Step out of your fear. It can be scary, but look what is possible. So would you have stood with Ellen Ersson on that plane? Let us know in the comments below and be sure to like and subscribe for more of What's Trending.